The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against Denver, and they finished that one out up 4. Competitive, but ultimately they prevailed.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
Lakers trail by 5. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their road games.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
And that one good from Clarkson.
And the Lakers would end with a road record of 9-32. That is a franchise worst for them and sums up the year they had away from Staples.
Larkin dishes to Robinson. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's the 3. The Lakers rebound.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
Lakers trail by 5.
You know, looking at the Lakers, a big thing for them as we get back to their road woes is they didn't win a single game on the road in their division. In a word, that's terrible.
Larkin, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. The feed to Larkin. There's a screen by Robinson. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got his first basket of the night.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
The Lakers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
The Lakers making a switch here. Sacre's checked in. Here's Brown. Black kicks to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Free throw good. Clarkson. Jarrett Jack is checked in for Brooklyn. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
The Nets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That free throw missing.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. Lakers trail by 5. Freak kicks to Sacre. On the wing, Brown. An 11-point game for him in the win against Denver. Los Angeles with another miss. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. And Nets head coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style, but he'll tell you he's still got a good sense of humor.
I told him, you can joke with me.
I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the Net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing is laughing at Lionel Hollins. Just ask Darren Williams.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Freak is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sacre in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Kobe, here we go. Freak sets a screen for Kobe. Here's Sacre. Lopez covering. Back to Bryant. From deep three-point range. Sacre dishes to Freak. He kicks to Bryant. Clarkson passes to Bryant. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Over Johnson. Again, the miss by Kobe.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Bargnani with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Jack's shot is good.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch. Back to the basket moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
The Nets making a switch here. Young's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Young's checked in for Clarkson. No good from Jack.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
Jack. Another shot, and it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
That just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
The drive by Bryant. Good D by Lopez.
Getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court, your next answer.
Bogdanovich, who's checked in for Shane Larkin. And then for the Lakers, Hibbert comes in for Robert Sacre, and it's Russell in for... And the first half is now in the books. It's the Nets up 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, and play basketball, it's a lot of fun.
Brook, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Okay, guys, let's talk about that first half. We've given this crowd way too much to cheer about. The second half is going to be played on our terms. You got me? Let's make this next half much more physical. I'm talking about our rebounding. We need to get aggressive on the boards. We've been way too passive. And another thing, guys, we're not shooting the ball with confidence. We can do better. Let's make some smart plays and try to get ourselves into a rhythm. And let's not lean too much on the fast break in the second half. Get things set up when we can. The points will come fast enough. Don't worry. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close, a truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. Roy, what does this sort of grinded-out win say about your basketball team?
We're a tough team. We let the grind wins out, and you know, sometimes it's not always pretty, but we're trying to get the job done. And our bench did a great job of keeping us in there, so I'm really happy.
A great team effort, Roy. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
I think he came tonight with a specific intention, not to be outworked by anyone. He owned the glass and got great position time and time again. I just loved his energy.
There must be something about playing on the road that brings out the best in him. I haven't seen this in a player in a while. He gave a very focused.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell and
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not
Big road trip coming up for the team, and it all starts tonight. If we can set the tone with the win here, it'll make a huge difference. The team's ready, and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though. So time to earn my stripes.
The radiant landscape of uptown Philadelphia, as seen from the east shore of the Delaware River. It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off that loss to the Memphis Grizzlies.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy.
The 76ers leading by 5.
Listen, playing Western Conference teams is never easy. And for the 76ers last year, it got downright ugly. Some games against the West, they just didn't stand any chance.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Freak, he's in at point guard. Young is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Black in at the 5, roaming the paint. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A lot of blowouts for Philly last year against the West, as you talked about. Greg only managed to take 6 wins in their 30 games. Clark out of conference.
And, Kevin, that was tied for the fewest wins against the West in the league. But, again, no surprise with Philadelphia because they really were focused on developing young talent there.
We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Lakers in 5th.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
Randall dishes to Young. Passes to Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Throwing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Freak. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
For Philadelphia, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. He doesn't get the second one. The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the 3rd straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
Back to Young for the 3. Cannon with the rebound.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Young against Thompson. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And it's clear for the Sixers, the plan has been to continue to add good young players. Eventually, I think they'll be a force in the East. There's no guarantee, but they've got a plan, and they're sticking to it.
And Cannon gets it to go.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. The 15-footer. Thompson with the rebound.
A lot of teams that win a title often have a former #1 pick leading the way, or at least a top 3 NBA draft pick as their leader. So the 76ers are trying a shotgun approach to that, trying to get as many top 3 picks as they can, hoping one turns into the next superstar.
Young outside. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Offensive rebound. Thompson passes to Embiid. Goes back up. He lays it in. Cannon's got 5.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Clarkson tries to snap the cold streak, and the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. The Lakers making a switch here. Sacrae's checked in. Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Roten. 5 to shoot. Scooped up. Can't get it to fall.
just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him. Brown is checked in for Nick Young. The 76ers leading by 13. And here is Roten. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
And a wide-open look for... And it's in! Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater!
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. 76ers ahead. They're up by 11. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Nerlens Noel comes in for Carl Landry. Thompson, he's checked in for Nick Stauskas. And it's Cannon in for Roten. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Randall's checked in for Bass. Brown comes in for Kobe. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Williams. And Freak subbed in for Russell. The lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Isaiah Cannon is out there with Thompson. And it's Covington in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And looking at Joel Embiid, he has all the tools to be the game's next great center. He's raw, no doubt about that. And he'll have to overcome the injuries, but his combination of size, speed, agility, practically unparalleled.
Here's Randall. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about the content?
And the first half comes to a conclusion.
Gentlemen, I'm here with Roy Hibbert. And Roy, what do you think the team needs to do coming up in the second half?
I think we need to take care of the ball on the offensive end, get back, but you got to do a better job of just controlling the pace of the game. You know, you give a little bit of leeway, but I think we need to do a better job in that aspect.
Roy, as always, we appreciate the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. I'm not going to single out any one guy because we've gotten contributions from all over the place. I can't say enough about the work you fellas did coming off the bench especially. I did, however, like our on-the-ball defense. We didn't give their ball handlers any breathing room, and they didn't handle it well. We came up with some good steals. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Excellent game we've seen from Tony Roten. He's got 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaq and Kenny.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right?
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What do you think?